If you think you're too small to make a difference, try spending the night with a mosquito. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. When the roots are deep, there is no reason to fear the wind. We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors, we borrow it from our children. However long the night, the dawn will break. The axe forgets, but the tree remembers. Knowledge is a garden. If it isn't cultivated, you can't harvest it. A family tie is like a tree. It can bend, but it cannot break. Once you carry your own water, you'll remember every drop. No matter how hot your anger is, it cannot cook yams. If there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do no harm. The strength of the crocodile is in the water. People can be very strong in their right environment. He who digs a grave for his enemy might as well be digging one for himself. If you want to know the end, look at the beginning. Give advice. If people don't listen, let adversity teach them. A cutting word is worse than a bowstring. A cut may heal, but the cut of the tongue does not. Trouble does not discriminate. It comes to everyone at some point. All monkeys cannot hang from the same branch. He who runs after good fortune runs away from peace. Rain may clean the leopard's skin, but it does not wash out the spots. The eye never forgets what the heart has seen. No person is born great. Great people become great when others are sleeping. A man who pays respect to the great paves his own way for greatness. A family is like a forest. When you are outside, it is dense. When you are inside, you see that each tree has its place. When two elephants fight, it is the grass that gets hurt. If you heal the leg of a person, do not be surprised if they use it to run away. He who refuses to obey cannot command. If you marry a monkey for his money, the money will go away, but the monkey will stay the same. Being happy is better than being king. There are no shortcuts to the top of the palm tree. When a needle falls into a deep well, many people will look into the well, but few will be ready to go down after it. If money were to be found up in the trees, most people would be married to monkeys. He that beats the drum for the madman to dance is no better than the madman himself. A person with too much ambition cannot sleep in peace. Not everyone who chased the zebra caught it, but he who caught it, chased it. If you educate a man, you educate one person. If you educate a woman, you educate a whole family. The earth is a beehive. We all enter by the same door. If I am in harmony with my family, that is success. Brothers love each other when they are equally rich. When brothers fight to the death, a stranger inherits their father's estate. Seeing is different than being told. Don't think there are no crocodiles just because the water is calm. Ugliness with a good character is better than beauty. A home without a woman is like a barn without cattle. If you climb up a tree, you must climb down the same tree. A husband with a good wife will never be on the road without supplies. A bird that flies off the earth and lands on an anthill is still on the ground. No medicine exists that can cure hatred. If you are filled with pride, then you will have no room for wisdom. Lack of knowledge is darker than night. It is better to live as a lion for one day rather than 100 years as a sheep. God has created lands with lakes and rivers for man to live, and the desert so that he can find his soul. Examine what is said, not who is speaking. Tomorrow belongs to people who prepare for it today. Even the lion protects himself against flies. To try and to fail is not laziness. A woman is a flower in a garden. Her husband is the fence around it. Family must look out for family. However far a stream flows, it doesn't forget its origin. Knowledge without wisdom is like water in the sand. Stop looking for happiness in the same place you lost it. The people with the worst past can create the best future. If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan, and what they have planned for you is not much. Forgiving people in silence and never speaking to them again is a form of self-care. Don't cling to yesterday. It was beautiful, but it was yesterday. Stop being so available to people who are only there for you when it's convenient for them. There's only one thing more precious than our time, and that's who we spend it on. One day, you'll laugh at how much you let this matter. Never hurt others to heal yourself. Never hurt yourself to heal others. Don't just love yourself, have respect for yourself. If you don't, other people will have no problems walking all over you. The highest reward for one's toil is not what one gets for it, but what one becomes by it. Clocks show time, and time shows people. Healing doesn't mean the damage never existed. It means the damage no longer controls your life. Recognizing that you are not where you want to be is a starting point to begin changing your life. Try to get what you love, otherwise you'll have to love what you got. Your education is never complete. Determine to live fully and continually learn. You must let the pain visit. You must allow it to teach you. You must not allow it to overstay. If you can find paths with no obstacles, it probably leads nowhere. Obstacles aren't roadblocks, they're road signs. Choosing comfort over discomfort does not lead to a comfortable life. Unless you try to do something beyond what you have already mastered, you will never grow. It's your road, and yours alone. Others may walk it with you, but no one can walk it for you. Your value is not determined by someone else's inability to see your worth. Problems are the price you pay for progress. Be patient and tough. Someday, this pain will be useful to you. The trouble is, if you don't spend your life yourself, other people spend it for you. Being deluded and scared will make you suffocate. Being honest with yourself and responsible will make you breathe. Stand up for your obstacles and do something about them. You will find that they haven't half the strength you think they have. No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself. Change the person in the mirror and your world will change. You can waste your life drawing lines, or you can live your life crossing them. You can win a lot in life just by being the last one to give up. Just because you hate this chapter doesn't mean you'll hate the book. Be like a tree and let the dead leaves drop. What we fear doing most is usually what we most need to do. One of my biggest life lessons is we heal at the speed of our forgiveness. More important than the ability to pick the right one is the strength to walk away from the wrong one. Shallow men believe in luck. Strong men believe in cause and effect. You cannot be lonely if you like the person you're alone with. Our suffering is caused by holding on to how things might have been, should have been, could have been. Your wound is not your fault, but your healing is your responsibility. Close some doors today, not because of pride, incapacity, or arrogance, but simply because they lead you nowhere. The things that you consider to be yours own you far more than you own them. Much suffering and much unhappiness arise when you take each thought that comes into your head for the truth. We cannot simply sit and stare at our wounds forever. We must stand up and move on to the next action. The journey to your success will always begin with the small step of taking a chance. You'll ruin your life trying to make everyone happy. The good life is not one immune to sadness, but one in which suffering contributes to our development. Sacrifice today for tomorrow's betterment. You are willing to pay those payments with pain, because pain is just a message when you are fixing something that's insufficient in your life. Following a path is easy. Creating a new one can be painful, but it will lead you to new places. Stop looking for happiness in the